Alright, well, being that the school year is yet to begin, there's not that much of a report, but I came up with something for what's going on so far this summer. As far as sports go, all of the fall sports teams are currently preparing for their seasons, so make sure you come out to support us. Should be pretty good. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Ashley DeVito. I'm a member of the Penn Hills Best Buddies Club, the varsity soccer team, and I participate in the class play each year. And I will be filling the position of senior class president for the 2010-2011 school year. I've already made a commitment to the Edinboro University soccer coach, and that's where I'll be attending school next fall. Thank you. I'm very excited for the opportunity to be a part of the school board, and I really appreciate you guys welcoming me into the system. As far as goals and ideas for this year go, myself and the rest of the student board definitely have a lot in mind. As far as the dress code goes, which I've heard, we were wondering if it would be enforced this year because so far it's not looking too good. Also, we wanted to have a battle of the classes, if possible, like the one held in Linton, where each grade can make a team, the teachers can make a team, because we thought it would be really cool for all of us to interact and get along. It should be a great year. As far as the yearbook goes, being that it's been eliminated as a class, as soon as school begins, we're really hoping to get a teacher to sponsor a yearbook club. That way that we can have a yearbook, because, you know, it's a really nice project that we hope we can have. And also, as far as the senior shirts go, that's also something that we're going to take care of as soon as the school year begins, because in previous years, the seniors haven't received their t-shirts until the very end of the year. And lastly, prom is already paid for and taken care of. It will be held on the Gateway Clipper Police Majestic, as usual. And I just wanted to say something about the rest of the student board. Spanish teacher Mrs. Melissa Moscow is the supervisor, Renee Loya is vice president, Chantel Stocks is secretary, and Jenna Skelly is treasurer. And on behalf of all of them, again, I just want to say thank you for supporting all the things we want to bring to the table this year, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun and very successful. So thank you.
Good evening, school board members and community. My name is Alexis Faracco, and I will be representing the student body as student council president this year. First, I would like to introduce the other student council members. Nicole Faracco, vice president, Lauren Snyder, treasurer, and Taylor Tuminello, secretary. What an honor and privilege it is to have an opportunity like this. We are all very excited for the school year to begin and to pursue the many ideas we have discussed. We all know this is a huge responsibility, but I am fully confident we will be able to fulfill any and every obstacle that should arise. Take time to think is the motto for this year. As many of you, I have lived in Penn Hills all my life, and over the recent years I've noticed a lot of negativity. I would like to change that. I love my community and school and want to bring back the enthusiasm in the school the way it was when my mom went here. Next, we would like to bring the community and school together as one. In doing so, we have many ideas for the start of the school year and homecoming week. We want the kids to get involved this year. In conclusion, a goal that we should all have is to keep the line of communication open between the school board, the faculty, and the student body. We also need to make sure that each and every student's voice is heard. And all working together, we can make sure the 2010-2011 school year is a booming success.
Now, do either of you have your parents or family here this evening?
My parents are here. Yeah.
If you can just stand, we'd like to say a couple of things to you. One is listening to these young ladies talk about changing perception of our students. You did a great job raising your daughter, and we thank you for that, because with the students like this being up front, then our public is to see truly what kind of kids we do have. You know, all the kids unfortunately aren't this stellar, but we thank you for what you've given us. So I appreciate it, and we'll look forward to it. Okay, any standing committee reports from the board?
I have one report. There seems to be some misunderstanding or confusion about the diversity committee. I am the chair, and Carl is the vice chair, and myself or Carl or Joe are the only ones that can disband the committee, so the committee is still going. I'm going to try to get our information back and see if we can't pull the members together, but that the diversity committee is still a committee.
Thank you. You'll follow up with some dates of your next meetings, etc. Any other?
We've had a couple of fine arts meetings this summer, and we have talked a great deal about curriculum and staffing concerns that parents have, that children have, about making sure we have enough arts for our kids in place. Generally, we don't spend a lot of time on this, but it seems like in our current climate, with some of the cutbacks in staffing and programming and classes, this has taken up a lot of our time. So I know that at some point in time this week there was another meeting held, and I hope there was an amicable decision made. And if there wasn't, I just pray that we would truly fight for the arts in this district, because music, art, visual, dance, all of it, drama, it all goes to developing the kind of kids we want to send out of Penn Hills into their future, because all those things develop what you see before you tonight. And that's a really important thing for us to talk about. Unfortunately, our next meeting is August 30th, that's scheduled, and that was scheduled before our meeting tonight, so I will try to change that meeting to see if I can get here for this meeting as well. But we are in the process now. Our major mode will be moving into our Fame Gala, which is going to be November 12th. And this is a foundation we've started for raising money for the arts in Penn Hills and for our students. We had the joy of sending one of our students with a choir to Europe this summer. She fell into hard times, and we were able to provide her with some funds. We provided a college scholarship last spring at springtime, but our scholarship winner will be at the gala. And just a lot of things like that are coming up and to our attention. And so if anybody'd like to become a member, we'd love to have you on Board of Fame. It stands for Penn Hills Arts and Music Education. It's not FAME, but it's PHAME, just so you know if you haven't heard. So that's what's going on this summer with us. Thanks.
Thank you. Moving on to section 2, which is instructional personnel, which is 7A through 7K. Can I have a motion? Moved in second. Any comments from the board?
I just have a few, Mr. As I look over these names, there's some dynamic people that I have opportunity and experienced people, Mr. Jeffries, and who ran the AV program up at high school, Mrs. Patton, Mrs. Small. I mean, you're losing, many good people there. My best wishes to them all and whatever they choose to do. But we are blessed to have good teachers, I'm sure, with these people doing that one thing.
I want to second that, and also say that I hope that we will send letters to all of our retirees. Wow, that was amazing, and we all said, God bless you. That we will send letters to our teachers that are retiring, and even those who have gone on to other places. This was one of my concerns last spring when we had a big furlough list, and I know we have to do it, but it took away a lot of good people from us. Gave them the opportunity to go elsewhere and look, and when you've got good people, they don't have any problem getting jobs. And many of these are people who wanted to be here, and I just want to say that again, because I think as we prepare in the future, we need to be very mindful of those people to keep them on board with us. But many thanks. I'm sure they're not here tonight, but many thanks about these people. So I don't know who writes these letters, but I hope they will be done as quickly as possible.
I would also like to piggyback on Margie and Bob said. I have one question on 7C and 7D. You have Jason Morance's name down on both. Should it only be on 7C? 7D. It's in the appendix. Appendix A.
Dave is going to return at the beginning of the school year to cover a leave of absence for us, and then the retirement that he's going to be recalled for is not occurring until November. So he'll remain home the whole year, but the recall isn't effective until November.